Hi. The universe is saying that it wasn't me. It wasn't me. You were just not ready. You were not ready. I see two lovers that had to they were grieving, right? And they were grieving a loss. And this loss may look different for the feminine than for the masculine. But they were grieving a loss of something. And if we go by the law of the one, if we see the whole universe as one entity, one being, one person, seeing itself in the mirror, we understand that what they were grieving was in fact the loss of themselves, a loss of a past self. I feel like for the masculine, this was a loss of himself in the sense of his identity. He may had to shift his identity, right? In the sense that he was humble till rock bottom, and he had to form another self. He had to change, but in a way he lost his independence. And the feminine, maybe it was a loss of not receiving. Maybe it was a loss of herself too. Cannot escape the truth, right? We can divide it. We can see it in the colors of the rainbow. We can give it labels and call it different facets of life. But it's always one, and this feminine lost herself. But it was such a gradual process. This wasn't over a month, over a year. Maybe this was decades of, in some way, the same of the masculine, right? She had to humble herself over decades. And that left this loss. Of something, you know? You guys know I'm Portuguese, and here we have that feeling so expressed, so felt. And there's even a word that represents that, the missing, the longing, the saudade. We call it saudade. It's like we miss something, right? And I know it's because we are in the heart here, and there was a lot of magic in our past. There was a lot of bravery, adventure, soul. There was so much search for soul. But at some point that search stopped. We lost our richnesses. And now we just miss it. We are still soul. Still vibing it. We still remember the stories, the fairy tales, our culture. Still remember how we were brave. We would fight. We would have this will of life that was almost bigger than it. But now it's just lost. Lose it, right? Kind of like what you guys in the States have with soul, right? That sadness and that feeling of the black people. And here we have fado. That is like a nostalgia, missing something song. I'm not saying with this that this entity, that is lovers, that is people cannot go back again to that exciting, adventurous, new, incredible reality. I'm not saying that we cannot go back to the magic, but we weren't ready for the magic, were we? There is here a conversation between our body and our mind. Is it the body already? Can the body already accept real magic? Right? Can our solar plexus chakra handle our true identity of happy, worthy, valuable, successful, loved, cherished we can be? Can we accept that truly and make it a reality? I feel these two lovers, these two galaxies that were meant to connect, they weren't ready for it. There was still processes and processes to be worked out. And while they were grieving about this loss, that was in part too losing themselves. They were also understanding where they are and in what they don't want, right? What they were ready for or not. And how to get it. I know God left a staircase up to heaven. For someone here, someone near, someone loved to find. And it's up to us to find it.